I build worlds for a living, but I don't build them alone.
I'm Jeannie, the first reader and the partner who thinks the world is out to get her.
I'm J.E. Sutton Jr. This is the Co-Authored Life.
A look at the stories we share and the life we're building together. This is our second take today after an hour of troubleshooting why my camera wouldn't load. Because why?
Well, as best as we can determine at this point, Chrome had an update that changed the way it handles audiovisual permissions. That caused a corrupted cookie. It's actually not even a cookie. It's apparently a deep saved.
They shouldn't call them
configuration
cookies
file.
anyway.
I don't.
It shouldn't be called a cookie. A cookie is a good
It's supposed to
thing,
be a
and
good
those
thing,
aren't good.
And they're usually not that good. They're usually a pain. Anyway, it caused a file to get corrupted that was not deleted in the standard browser data refresh. Wasn't even absent when you're in incognito mode. Resets. We did everything for nearly an hour. Jeannie chatted with a chat bot, which was of no help, and a human that was of less help. And we finally stumbled through with the help of Gemini and found a solution that worked and reset the file and allowed Jeannie to reset her.
And here we are.
Corrupted file. And then we had a little challenge with the layout.
Because Riverside had an update too.
Yeah. So
it's
everything's
update
changed.
Day.
Everything's changed, and we're not happy about it.
No, I want cookies, and I want the good kind.
So,
but let's jump right into Pages in Process.
Pages in Process. What's going on? So we had our big, the first of the book signings that we've been talking about at San Marco Books and More.
I was like, the first of what?
Yeah.
Because
well, we've been talking about two. We've been talking about two, and this is the first one. The next one's coming up in July.
Yeah.
The big festival.
It was a great day.
It was a really, really, really good day. We love San Marco Books and More. They're so good to us. They always do what they say they're going to do. They're helpful. They're considerate. They're a breeze to work with. They're responsive. I know that a lot of that sounds like it's just standard stuff, but it's not.
No, it is not.
In this industry, it can be very difficult for independent authors. We don't tend to get that kind of service unless you're a best-selling author. Someone just starting out sometimes gets pushed aside or gets bumped, let us say. It's never happened to us with San Marco Books More. They've been very good. We showed up. We got set up.
First time we were setting up our table. Exactly how we wanted. We bought a 6-foot table.
Right.
I tablescaped the heck out of it, and it looked great.
Yes, Jeannie had all these ideas, giveaways, and a holographic fan display, which was really, really cool. Though we didn't get a lot of comments about it. But when we pointed out, people were like, oh, that's really, really cool. So I don't know. It's kind of blended in or something, I guess. I don't know. But we had our best sales day, single sales day ever. At a book signing event. That was really, really great. So thank you to everyone who came out to support us. We really appreciate it. Even folks that we didn't make a sale to, we made lots of good contacts. We handed out lots of business cards.
Because people don't always want physical books.
Right.
They go into the bookstore to just kind of browse around and see what's what, and then they go home and buy it on their Kindle.
Yeah, so we handed out lots of cards. We'll see
Kobo.
See where that goes.
Books. BOOX.
But it was a really good day. We were smart this time. We had both coffee and cold water. Yes. We had fan. We had everything we needed for a 4-hour session, which is long for us.
Yeah.
But it's prepping us for the 6-hour session we're doing
in July.
At
the Literary
Indulgence Book Festival.
Yes.
So we still, again, encourage you to come out to that coming in July and follow our social media for more details about it. But so it was a really, really good day, good sales, good vibe. It's a really good bookstore. If you're in the Jacksonville area, or if you are like several of the people we met yesterday, just happened to be passing through the Jacksonville area, stop by the San Marco Books. That was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
We met a young man from Utah who was it Utah?
I think so. He mentioned Utah, but yeah.
He's a creative writing major.
Yep.
And he's really into modern Westerns right now.
Yes.
Based in the Southwest.
He talked to us so long that he decided to buy our not modern Western mystery book.
Yes.
So we practiced different pitches.
Yep.
Trying to find the best pitch to get people interested.
I just yell out things. Mystery, detective, murder.
I decided that I'm gonna rewrite the blurbs on the websites following Jeannie Style. I'm just going to shout out random words. People like stop and like, oh, huh, what's she talking about?
Yeah.
So
We didn't throw any books at anyone.
we did not do any guerrilla marketing. Jeannie did not throw any books. I thought about throwing a book at a guy who pretentiously said he didn't read fiction. I don't mind if you don't read fiction, but you don't have to act like it makes you somehow superior. I mean,
Yeah.
good
Do you like
grief.
mystery books? I don't read
I
fiction.
don't read fiction. What the
Okay.
hell, man.
Walked out with 2 children's books
Must-
because that's documentary.
Again, I don't mind people who read. People can read whatever they want, but they shouldn't act like they're superior because of it. That's just silly. So anyway,
Cutest thing about yesterday is the gentleman who was minding the bookstore yesterday came in, and he's an older gentleman, and for us to
Yeah.
say that is
yeah, he's older
saying
than I.
something.
Yeah.
He had his hat and he had his little bags and he had a little bag from Peterbrook Chocolate. And I'm like, oh, you brought me chocolate? He goes, no, it's for my wife. And I'm thinking, aw, he stopped at Peterbrook Chocolate to get her a chocolate. So at the end of his shift, he can go home and give it to her.
Right.
That was adorable. And he was super nice.
Yeah, he was. He was very nice. He helped us when we were checking out and getting our commission check. Did a really, really good job. Again, I can't sing their praises anymore. If I think of a better way to do it, I will, because I'm really impressed with them. I believe it's Jacksonville.
Maybe in a waltz style.
Maybe in a waltz. Yeah, maybe a waltz. Maybe a haiku. Maybe you could write a haiku about it. Jeannie loves when I bring that up, but I believe they're Jacksonville's oldest bookseller. That's
I think
what
so.
I've read. They deserve it. They're very good. So
They are.
Again, as I was saying before, if you live here, if you're passing through here, stop by the San Marco Books and More.
Just the whole San Marco area.
It's a wonderful little area with a park.
3 places in downtown Jacksonville you should check out: Avondale, 5 Points, and San Marcos Square.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the square is beautiful. Restaurants and stores on both sides.
Yeah.
Nice little park in the center with, I think there's a sculpture, a lion's. There's 2 lion sculpture. Yeah, fountain. There's a fountain. Yeah, it's beautiful area. Very nice. Parking is crazy, but that's true in a lot of places. So
every place we mentioned has terrible parking.
Terrible parking, but not surprising. They were probably designed for people in cars.
Yeah.
So. But it's really great. So we really happy to have been there. That's our second time there. I really hope we get. I know that we can, because they're very accommodating. They do book signings every Saturday. We hope to set up another signing pretty soon.
We set up in, what'd you say, 15 minutes?
15 minutes took us to get set up, and we were ready to go. And that was the first time we'd ever done that setup, because as we said, Jeannie had added a bunch of things. We had a new tablecloth. We had
a new table.
Much
bigger, a 6-foot table.
Yeah. So lots and lots of new things to do. So
yeah.
Anyway.
So that was an amazing event. We also did some editing on the 3rd book, The Eclosion Point, not
right.
The Eclosion Point, just Eclosion
Point.
It
yes.
was The Eclosion Point, and then I'm like,
ditch the. It's just Eclosion Point.
Eclosion Point.
Yes, we're getting really close to the end. I keep saying that. I think I have 3 chapters left, and I think it's actually, 3 chapters and an epilogue left.
I really can't wait till I get to read it from start to finish instead of chapter by chapter.
That's always a different experience, right?
Yeah.
And I'll do the same thing right after I finish the first draft and we've finished the chapter by chapter copy editing. I'll do a complete read through. I'll make some changes. There are already some things that I need to change throughout the book, just some things that I've decided to change. Nothing major, nothing structural, just some minor changes about the plot. And then I'll turn it over to Jeannie, and she'll do a full read through on her own, just straight reading through, making notes where she finds them. And then we'll make those changes, and then we'll do a final read through
out loud. Well, and I read it out loud.
She reads it out loud. If I can keep her from doing the voices, that'll be good, because it's distracting when she tries to do the voices. But
I didn't get to practice all the people. Let's see. I mean, Ava Chen will probably just sound like me because I'm cool like her.
So the audiobook is a little later than I thought it was going to be in release, but I think we are going to make a July deadline. I got a comment on one of our social media posts from our narrator, producer, just yesterday, Camry Fletcher. She's back from her vacation, and she's working on the last 4 or 5 chapters. I have listened to the master for the first 18, 17 chapters, and pretty good, only some minor changes. So I'm really excited, really, really excited to get the audiobook out there and in the hands of folks. So if you like audiobooks and you'd like me to do more audiobooks for the future books, buy it, because they are very expensive to produce for independent authors.
Still cheaper than a golf
It is
habit.
cheaper. It is cheaper than a golf habit, but they're a substantial investment when you don't know whether or not you have a large enough audience for that. But so I am encouraged the fact that we're still getting sales for the Failsafe program, even though it's been out now for months. Sales are still going pretty well for that. We sold more of the Failsafe program yesterday than we did of Cybernetic Resonance, mostly because people tend to want to start with the first book.
Right.
But we did sell several copies of Cybernetic Resonance, including a surprise sale at the end of the day to a pair of ladies who I think were skeptical at first, but got interested when we started talking about it, and they ended up each buying a different copy. So one bought the Failsafe program, the other bought Cybernetic Resonance.
Then they can swap.
They'll probably swap it and trade off. That's perfect. That's perfect. So we encourage that.
Yes, we do. I'm trying to think of anything else. My pages in process are come to a halt.
There's some challenges there. We talked about that last week. We're continuing.
A friend of mine told me I could do the illustrations because he's seen me doodle
at work.
There's a difference between doodles and full illustrations.
I think you could do illustrations. I don't think
I'd be happy.
I think I'm trying to find a way to say it, because I think I would be fine with it. I think you would be very critical of it. I think you want something a little bit more polished than that.
Yeah.
The challenge is the cost. Again, without a known market, without a guaranteed market, it's tough to put that kind of capital. It's not even that we couldn't afford it. I mean, clearly we could afford it, but that's a huge investment for an unknown quantity.
Right. And for something that you don't know if anyone's going to buy it. So
we'll talk about other ways that we might be able to raise capital for that and might be able to build interest in that.
I'm not doing a Kickstarter. I'm not doing a GoFundMe. I find that
those are
tacky.
There's some other possibilities.
Now if a VC wants to come out to me and say, hey, we'd be interested in investing in you, that would be a different thing, but that doesn't happen.
I mean, there are some ideas, but so we'll talk about that. There was something else I wanted to talk about during this segment. I'm trying to get my thought back to where it was when I think I've lost it. Let's see, audiobook, Explosion Point. I think I've lost it. I don't think I have.
You've lost it a long time ago.
Lost the plot. I don't know what. It'll come to me here in the middle of some other segment, and I'll go back to it.
All right. Well, let's move on to the Analog
Book Club.
So I am reading Nightshade by Michael Connelly, and I have to be honest, I'm a little depressed because of my children's book, so reading has made me sad. So it's not going as quickly as I'd like to. I'm letting other things distract me. I'm listening to The Pillars of Earth by Ken Follett. It's kind of funny. Is he normally that funny?
I don't remember him being that funny, so maybe I just haven't read the right stuff.
Maybe because it's an audiobook and...
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since I've read any of Ken Follett's work, but...
It's good. I like it.
So I am reading the book that Jeannie can't stop gushing about, All the Light We Cannot See. I'm about 40% into it. It's very interesting. There's I'm very interested in finding out how they're going to resolve some of the plot points they're setting up. But I am preparing myself for heartbreak, because I know there's going to be some sad times in the story just based on the setting and how they're setting things up. So I'm also still listening to Ian Fleming's Live and Let Die. Very interesting work. If you, like me, if you grew up watching the movies, reading the books again after a very, very long time, and I've read several of them, but it's been a long time, you're sort of surprised by how different the stories are from the plots of the movies. Even in a story like Live and Let Die, where they actually borrowed some of the setup from the book, but they're always very, very different style, which actually makes me sad because I wish he would have gotten a faithful adaptation to his work. It's very good. So I don't know if there's anything else. I mean,
So you're not all gushy like I was over All the Light We Cannot See. I'm really sad about that
I'm
because
not really usually like that. I mean, I'm very excited. I'm very interested in the story. I think he does an excellent job, and part
I
of that
don't know if we can survive if you don't love this book like I do.
I think
This may be a deal breaker.
I think that the problem may be that you've already said all the things I would say about this book, because the things you've said, the things that are fascinating about this book, is the realism in how the character of Mari Lore is depicted, her fascination with sounds, and how she describes the world around her by the sounds and the measurements and the steps. That's all very, very fascinating.
And I don't think we really talked about Werner much in the.
No, I don't know that I even knew that Werner existed with your description. So
He's so interesting.
yeah, I'm learning about him and his story. He's clearly a conflicted character, even this far into the book.
Genius.
Yeah, genius. Not really bought into the nationalism of the
Kind of forced
German
into
people,
it.
but
Yeah.
yeah, forced. I didn't. The word I think seduced is a better word, because he was looking for a way out of his situation. Right, he was poor, orphaned, facing a hard life in the mines, and this is a magical way out.
Right.
But the magical way out has a cost.
Horrific.
Yeah, horrific costs.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't even gotten to the more horrific parts of it, but even what I've gotten to so far is clearly it has a serious cost to his soul and his conscience.
Yeah.
So that it is fascinating. Again, I'm about 40% into it. It's a really good book.
You're kind of back in. You don't have to sleep on the couch tonight.
If I'm less effusive with my compliments, it's because Ginny's already said it all. I don't want to just repeat it, but it is very good, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. And then we'll talk more about it once I do.
And then I'm going to make you watch the Netflix series again. Maybe not.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Not after what you told me about it. They sort of.
Well, we'll talk about why, and we'll put
once I've read the book and it's not a spoiler, you can tell me why. So we'll talk
and we'll
more
put
about that.
This fast forward to the next section, not now, but on that day.
So in the spirit of Analog Book Club, the other things that have been going on this week in social media is a couple of debates about writing and reading, and one of which was about somebody asserting that writers who write books with large words are being ableist.
Okay, I did see that post of yours.
Discriminating against people who don't understand large words. And I
as somebody whose job entails communication and language, expanding your vocabulary is never a bad thing.
No, I think so. I've read books where I had to look up words on every page, and that's frustrating. But I'd never blamed the writer for that. I blame myself for not having the vocabulary already. And so I wanted to expand my vocabulary. And I'm trying to remember, I've been trying to remember for 2 days which book that was. It might have been The Three Musketeers.
I love that candy bar.
It might have been that story that I had to look up a lot of words in. But the point is, and so during this period of time, because of this discussion that's going on, I learned 2 things. One was that the original controversy apparently started over the word. I can't even remember the word now. Sclaring. To
look at.
No. No, it's a word that means it's a form of divination.
Sclaring?
I don't know, but we'll look it up. And we'll have a thing. The other one is a very, very long word that I'm not going to try to pronounce, but Ginny will put on the screen for you. That is the fear of long words. It is an incredibly long word, and it seems very ironic that it would mean the fear of long words, since you'd be afraid to read them.
I don't know how to spell sclaring.
I'll have to look it up.
Well, this is pointless, because if we can't talk about the word.
Well, the point is we're going to put the word on the screen. People can read it and look it up for themselves. But I can.
What does the word sclaring mean?
So
Yeah, I can't find that word.
hang on.
Is it part of that thread that you guys were talking
Yes.
on? See if I can find it. Ableist. Okay, I found the one about the huge long word.
There's the one where I said I had to look it up.
That's what I just said. I found that one.
That's a different word.
Yeah, if I hadn't checked the definition, I would have swore that was a made up word. That was
different. That's a different word.
Riveting.
Yeah, I had to look it up. Now I know what it means.
Okay, but we're trying to find the other one.
No, that's the one I'm talking about.
A few moments later.
The problem is you can't look up.
Whatever.
Yeah, the problem is you can't look up the.
I'm at the original post and I don't see. There's absolutely nothing wrong with readers asking for easier words. If it upsets you so much, check your ableism.
Yeah, if you can find my reply. The problem is I don't know how to look up.
I'm seeing your replies, but I don't see the word. Again, this is anyway. Expand your vocabulary. Read a book.
Scrying is the word.
That's one of the crafting things you get in Skyrim too. So
Scrying is the word, which is a form of divination.
Yes.
And I didn't know the definition of that word. I looked it up. So I don't know what all the excitement about. I think it's a manufactured crisis. Again, writers write the way they write.
Yeah.
And readers, if you're not enjoying the book because the vocabulary is too far above your reading level, I get that. You just move on to a different book. And you say, this isn't for me. And maybe I can read it again in a few years when my vocabulary is higher. I mean, there's no shame in that. And if it's just a word here or there, you just look it up and you don't, especially if you're reading it on an ebook, it's easy. You just highlight it and it tells you what it means. If you're not, read with a dictionary nearby. You can always pull up words. If you have a dictionary on your phone. So I just don't, I think there's a lot of social media out there about readers demanding that writers write in a specific way. And I think that that's just wrong. I mean, readers are free to like or not like whatever they want, right? If they don't enjoy reading a certain author, they should not read that author, and that's fine. But they shouldn't expect that author to change for them. There are something in the neighborhood of 4 million books a year published.
I don't read fiction.
In the U.S., yeah, that can include nonfiction. Somewhere out there is a book for you. So if you don't like books with large words, look for books that are written for a different audience. So, scrying.
Yes. Not sclaring.
Sclaring. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. I was thinking sclaring, is that like an evil look? He glared at her.
Sclaring. Anyway, scrying.
She looked at him sclaringly.
So,
I'm going to make up that word. I'm going to start using it. It's going to become fetch.
Jesus. She's going to coin it.
It's so fetch.
Word.
Sclaring.
Right.
Anyway. So, yeah. I don't know. Okay, you're out of the doghouse for all the light we cannot see, but I don't know about that whole skyring thing. We'll see.
We'll see how much of that ends up in the final copy of this.
That is true. All right, we're going to move on to Plot and Popcorn because I'm done with all that book talk.
What are we watching?
We are watching the World Cup.
The World Cup. That's right. We are.
We're also watching Ted Lasso.
Which is kind of the same thing.
Yes. And we are not watching the last episode of Widow's Bay. We are holding off on that, and I don't know why.
Because I hate endings. I have a fear of endings, so I put it off. No, we just need to watch it.
Yeah, no, but World Cup has pretty much taken over this household.
World Cup. In fact, we're missing a match now. But anyway.
I wouldn't say we're missing it.
So, yeah, we have been watching the World Cup.
Yeah.
And, every 4 years this happens to us because we don't follow European football, association football.
And I don't
in-
know why,
I
because
don't
it is
know,
fun.
because every 4 years we watch the World Cup and we're like, oh, this is kind of fun. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
So we should follow it more, but we don't. Mainly because it's just not as big a sport in the U.S.
It's becoming like they're going to build
better.
a stadium here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They have a men's team and a women's team.
Is
And
that stadium going to be FIFA?
And, don't get me started on our stadium.
Jeannie's upset because the new stadium in the future for the Jaguars is apparently not equipped to host a regulation FIFA match because it's not wide enough.
Dear Shad Khan, you own a football club. Why have you not
Right. Why
checked the measurements
Right.
of your new stadium so that it's FIFA compliant? Thank you. Sincerely, the Suttons, mostly Jeannie.
and here's the thing. We don't even know if that's true. That's just what we looked up on the internet and it said
Yeah.
it wasn't. So if in fact that's true,
P.S. If it's true, sorry.
never mind.
Never
Um,
mind.
But apparently it has to be 20 yards wider than the standard football field. Some NFL stadiums can accommodate that easily, others not so much.
Yeah.
So
We've been having fun watching the
Yeah.
matches and watching some teams really get the heck beat out of them.
the Australians are pretty physical.
Yes, they are. It was a very violent game.
Yeah. So we're enjoying it. We probably watched easily a half dozen matches
Yeah.
the past few days, and bits and pieces. When we're in between shows or in between activities, we'll turn
Hey,
on.
what's the score? What's
let's-
going on?
Hey, let's check in with the World Cup, and we'll put on whatever matches on and see how it's going.
Aw, hydration break.
Hydration break.
So, but we are watching Ted Lasso, which
Yeah,
is, of course, also football.
so
And
we're getting close. I mean, we're about almost midway through the third season now.
yes,
So there we are.
it's
New
really
stuff.
taken. I don't know this story. Seasons 1, 2, and 3, all of them, they're all good in their own way. And I don't know. I've talked to you about it, how it pretty much got me through a dark time.
Yeah.
So
Well, because it's very it is very much centered around the idea of self-care,
Mm.
about taking care of yourself and being okay with
not being okay.
not being okay with dealing with whatever's going
Life.
on with you, with life.
Because all of the things that are happening in the show happen to
Everybody. At some
everybody.
point, yeah.
on some level.
Yeah.
We all go through
Breakups
abandonment.
and
We all go
abandonment,
through
disappointments,
yes.
professional and personal.
Yeah.
We have failures, personal failures, and we have people who let us down. We have people who even unintentionally let us down, misunderstandings, all that.
Nathan Shelley.
It's all there, and it's very real. It's very well written.
I'm looking forward to the season 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Very-
yay!
Looking forward to seeing them handle
I'm
all
going
this in
to.
a slightly different way, and
I am going to make him watch Widow's Bay this week.
not avoiding it. We just haven't gotten to it because we've been watching other things. We've been watching
Football.
mostly. So
Here's one thing I want to know: why does FIFA football, the stands, the crowds, why do they get such good music and NFL stadiums? Nobody's singing all together.
that's a good point. It's just
It's
a
so
different,
fun to
it's a
watch.
different culture. There are some. No, it's not really not the same.
I mean,
don't
I know
that I've ever heard a football stadium sing "Sweet Caroline," an American football.
every once in a
Right.
while. Well, here's when they do it: is when the NFL teams go over to
Right.
Europe.
Right.
And the whole stadium singing
Singing.
Sweet Caroline. And it's beautiful. And I
Right.
don't know why the National Football League of America, why they don't embrace that.
It's very much. It's a very bonding sort of experience. And I'm
Yeah.
not sure why it doesn't exist in American football.
Dear Shad Khan.
Stop picking on Shad.
Well, he's the man in charge. So
Not the
he's the
entire
one who can make the.
NFL.
Well, it could start with the Jaguars.
Okay, that's it.
Dear
he
Jaguars,
could do that.
please.
Oh yeah, we met a brand new employee of the Jaguars.
yeah, we did.
yesterday.
She's going to be in member services.
Did she buy a book, or did we just talk to her?
No, she was moving into a.
That's right. She didn't buy a book, but
But she did take a card
did take
because
our
she's
card.
a Kindle person.
She's a Kindle reader. Yep, that's right. But she's a brand new Jaguars customer rep and
member experience
member
representative.
experience rep. Yep. So we talked to her and talked about our member rep, who she knew who had been part of her training. So she just moved, to the
San Marco,
San Marco
Air.
area. So
Yeah.
congratulations to her. I'm sure she told us her name. I'm not sure.
I don't think she did.
Oh, she didn't.
No.
So we don't know what her name is, but
We wish everybody well.
but we gave her a card and we told her to check out the podcast. So if she's listened to this, drop us a line and
Go Jags.
go Jags. And she did. I think she did say she was going to ask him about the FIFA thing, didn't she? Because you brought it up.
Yeah, I did.
She brought it up to everybody.
I did. You talked to me about the Jaguar C, which I don't know how it's going to be ready for
Yes,
football season. It's
really
looking
nervous. Really nervous
scary.
about how that's going to be ready for football season because it's right now it's not ready for anything. It's a massive construction zone. They got to get it together between now and August and September. So, anything else that we're watching so far?
No.
We haven't really watched anything.
I mean,
else.
no, other than you watch The Rookies and I watch Castle and
We watch our
Nathan
dueling
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion shows on Hulu.
Yeah. Other than that, no.
Law and Order every night.
Yeah.
It's very talky and there's 25 seasons of it.
I watched a really good episode though, where the writer, it was for the soap opera,
Oh yeah.
and the assistant basically killed the writer because she wanted the job, and it was very soapy.
Jeannie announced who the killer was in the middle of the episode.
Yes, I did.
Well, that's because
I know TV. If there's a character in there, then that's the person who done it.
no, it's not just that. It's that you can almost always guess who the killer is in a TV show if there's a part that doesn't seem to play any necessary role, right? They're not the victim. They're not.
I mean, I do have to give them credit because there were a couple characters that the Mandy, the actress, the gentleman, and
It's not. It's not just if they're a star. That's not the tell.
I
The
didn't
tell
know
is
the star.
the character. Well, she's been in a lot of stuff. She was in Veronica Mars. She was in a bunch of stuff. But
Okay, that's not
But-
what I meant.
yeah, I know. But you can't tell just by the stature of the actor. But the character role itself, generally, they sometimes telegraph it because there's no other reason for them to be. It's like, why is this person in the story? What are they bringing to the story? There's
Well,
a
that's what
reason
I
why
was
they're
saying
there.
about the two
Right.
actors on the soap opera.
Right.
Anyway,
But Jeannie guessed correctly in the middle of the show who the killer was. The character walks by the screen. She goes, "She's the killer," and I'm like, "Okay, maybe we'll see." And she was.
yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, so that's what we're watching on Plot and Popcorn. There's no popcorn.
Jeannie won't let me eat popcorn, and we have peanuts though. Gotta grab some peanuts.
It's not Plot and Peanuts.
Oh, but I'm not allowed to have popcorn.
You're not allowed to eat on camera. Speaking of eating, what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? It was a very light week for dinner. We did go. You know what we had that we need to talk about?
The street corn?
Yes, street corn. So we went to a retirement party for.
She's not retiring.
That's right. She's not. She's leaving the position and going to a.
My
different
former
position.
principal, who I absolutely adore,
Moving on from
moving
being
on from the principalship. Is that a word?
I don't know, but she's moving into a district job,
Yeah.
administrative job, and so we went to the farewell party for her leaving the school, and it's not a great venue for group dinners because we were in booths and it's just
Six max to a
six
booth.
people and it's not really great for a large.
Anyway, the food is
But
great. It's
the
Lola's
food is fantastic.
burrito.
Lola's burritos, and I ordered an appetizer, street corn, which are little short ears of corn covered in 2 different kinds of cheeses and fried up, and it was amazing. We couldn't eat it all, of course. I had 2 ears. Jeannie had had 1 bite of 1 ear and a couple bites of the other, and then we gave away the rest of the
Yeah.
street corn to everybody around the table.
Yeah, I think Jackie took one too.
Jackie took one, Allison and Roper and somebody else, somebody's husband, Jerry. Jerry, yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry took one, and everybody loved it. It was fantastic. But the food there is great.
It is so good. We
I-
forget about that place.
Yeah, we should go more often. So we did do that. We also we went because date night is usually on every other Thursday. Thursday was the
Farewell.
not retirement party. So to make up for that on Friday night, we had date night at the Royal Hot Pot and Barbecue, Korean barbecue. And so, there's nothing wrong with Royal Hot Pot and
No.
Korean barbecue. It's good. The food's good. The setup is fine. we went to a place, I can't remember the name of it now.
I don't know. It's off Beach Boulevard.
Yeah. But we thought it kind of spoiled us because of the way they do it.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't as good of an experience. The tables are really big at this
So
place. And we were
big.
so far away that we couldn't even talk. It was very loud.
Yeah.
And so we probably should have sat next to each other. It would have probably been easier. But then we'd have gotten each other's way with all the food stuff going on.
Yeah, because
4 or 5 plates.
yeah,
And then you would have been mad about the way I was doing stuff.
probably because you're not doing it the Genie way. Because the Genie way is the right way. Sounds like Gidget, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Anyway, so we did that. We did have hot pot, which we do like hot pot.
Yeah.
It's nice. I wouldn't do it all the time, but it's really good. I was thinking about, is there a way we could do hot pot at home? Some people do. And I'm like, you know what? That's a lot of work.
We'll get our hot pot on the
We
outside.
get our hot pot on the outside. That's the way we do it. So the what else did we cook? We did cook.
Well, we did fried corn.
We did fried corn at the house in the air fryer. It turned out really, really good. So I love that. If you've never air fried corn in an air fryer, you should try it. It's very good. It's very simple because you don't put butter or anything on this. Use a little oil. No butter.
I was going to say.
Yeah, we used a little neutral oil, salt, fried it up. It took like
I don't
10
remember.
or 12 minutes or
Yeah.
something, turning it in between. And it's delicious.
Yep.
It's very, very good.
And so much better than the better for you than the fried corn you get at the
Yeah, 'cause-
barbecue joints.
Yeah, because they deep fried in oil, which is tasty, but is not good for
Yeah.
you. Way too much oil. We use just a light amount of oil just to crisp it up. And it's
Basically, so the
fantastic.
salt sticks to it.
Yep. Basically, so the salt gets in there and the oil helps it crisp a little
Yeah.
bit. So we did that. We did
Pork chops.
with vegetables, carrots and broccoli. I love
Roasted carrots.
roasted carrots. They're so good. I just love them.
Why don't you marry?
I'm married to you.
Okay.
You stupid Pop-Tart.
You're a stupid Pop-Tart.
Anyway, what else did we cook this week?
Well, I made a Greek salad with
Yeah,
cucumbers, red
really good.
onion, grape tomatoes, Kalamata olives. Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a dressing made of red wine vinegar, lemon juice, and oil, and salt and pepper and oregano. And it was really good. There's some things I'm going to change about it. The cucumber bites were too big. The red onion strips were a little longer than I'd like.
You want those smaller sizes?
And feta cheese.
You
I
like
had a
that
little
cheese?
too much feta cheese for my
Oh.
liking, but
Feta cheese, I don't, as a rule, I don't really like feta cheese except in certain dishes. And it is in one of the dishes we make,
yeah,
the
pork chop.
pork chops with
With the
snap
mint.
peas with mint. But it really works good in that salad. I had Jeannie offered the salad to me. I said, no, I don't want any of that. And then of course it smelled so good and she was having such a good time eating it that I had to go and take a bite. It was really good. I thought it was good.
Really good for you.
You made a big bowl of it and you had it, a couple of meals, right? You had it for
Yeah,
lunch
I
twice.
added some luncheon meat, and
So
that was my lunch for a
really
couple
good.
days.
and I think that's just another example of stuff that's really not that hard to make, right? And is probably better for you than buying it out at a restaurant where you don't know what's in it. And,
Right.
And it's, and I'm not by any means any sort of health nut or anything like that, but I do think that
You are a nut.
yeah, I do think we agree that when you can, cooking with fresh ingredients and cooking yourself is better for you, both calorically and
Another thing I made was the edamame that I air fry
Very
with
good.
oil, salt, and pepper.
and
Do I put pepper on it? No, no.
I didn't.
I don't know. And then I put some Thai chili sauce in there and air fry it for, I don't know,
That was
12
ve-
minutes.
That was very good. I probably would not cook with that Thai chili sauce. I'm very nervous about that stuff. That was very good. That was excellent. I had a few of it, but yeah, it was really, really good. So
Because I love it when it's wok seared, but again, that's probably not really good for you, but air fried.
yeah,
So yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much else for what's for dinner.
And we had pork chops one night. I think we talked about the fish. We made that last weekend. We had spaghetti, your one pot spaghetti, which I think we've talked about before on the show, but it's very, very good. Jeannie fixes it in our Ninja Foodie.
Yeah,
And-
using the pressure cooker.
Yeah.
It
So
takes about,
sears the hamburger meat and browns it.
yeah,
And then she puts everything all in at once. The noodles, which we use gluten-free noodles, and the sauce, some garlic, sometimes fresh garlic, sometimes a little garlic powder,
Water.
water, and then she just pressure cooks it for
7 minutes.
And then-
It takes about 20, 30 minutes tops.
And
Again,
it's just
everything that we
great.
do is 20 to 30 minutes.
So it's really, really good. So I love that meal when we have it. We don't have
It's
it enough.
so easy to clean up.
Yep. Yeah, it really is. So
I have no idea what we're going to have for dinner tonight because
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna have for lunch, which is coming up here shortly. So
All right.
What else do we have?
I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this week. It was a rough start going, and it's like we don't want to leave you, but
I still haven't thought about what the topic was for Pages in Process that I wanted to mention about book writing, but I guess
here, let me just glare at you.
scrying. I'm gonna
Sclare.
cast some spell on you.
Sclare. How would you spell that? SKLAR? SCLAR?
Doesn't matter because Jeannie will edit all that out in the post. And
No, I'm going to leave some of that in there just so people can feel my pain.
there's pain. All right. All right. Well, every story has an end, but our process is just getting started.
Thanks for joining us behind the scenes at The Co-Authored Life.
I'm J.E. Sutton Jr.
And I'm Jeannie. To see what we're currently working on, visit JESuttonJr.com, and we'll see you in the next chapter.
I know what it was.
Oh my God, what?
Know what it was. I'm running a sale on the Failsafe program. So for the next week, and we may extend it, but for the next week, if you go to the website and you buy either a hardback or paperback copy of Cybernetic Resonance, we will send you a free paperback copy of the Failsafe program.
Yes.
Both of them will be autographed, and we will send them directly out to you. So go to the website, you put both into your cart. When you check out, it will discount the Failsafe program to $0, and you'll get 2 books for the price of 1.
BOGO!
So
Who doesn't love a good BOGO? BOGO books.
There you go. I don't know why that just suddenly thought about that. Something you said made me think about it.
I don't know.
There you go.
BOGO.
BOGO. See
Buy
you
one,
later.
get one.